shame. It's a word we rarely say out loud, yet it's one of the heaviest burdens we carry. It seeps into the cracks of our confidence, whispers lies into our ears, and makes us feel unworthy of love, of connection, of happiness. Today, we're diving into the heart of it, exploring what shame does to us and how we can begin to let it go. For so many of us, shame isn't just an occasional visitor. It's a constant companion. Maybe it comes from something you've done, or maybe it's rooted in something that was done to you, wherever it stems from. Shame convinces us that we're broken, that we're unworthy of kindness or compassion. But I'm here to tell you that shame is a liar, and together we start to see the truth. Let me tell you about a moment that stayed with me, a moment when I realized just how much shame I had been carrying. It was a quiet afternoon, and I was sitting alone, staring at a picture of myself as a child. At first, I didn't feel anything, but then something shifted. I looked closer, and I saw the innocence in that little boy's eyes, the hope, the vulnerability. And for the first time, I asked myself, why do I treat him like he's not enough? It hit me like a wave. I had been carrying shame for things that weren't my fault, for mistakes that didn't define me, for expectations I was never meant to meet. And that realization didn't just open my eyes, it opened my heart. It was the first step in a long journey towards self-compassion. Shame tells us we're not good enough. It tells us we're unlovable. It tells us we're alone. But here's the truth. Shame thrives in silence. It grows in the dark. And the only way to shrink its power is to bring it into the light. That's not easy. It's terrifying, but it's also the most freeing thing you'll ever do. When we talk about shame, when we name it, we take away its control. We start to see that the things we've been hiding, the things we think make us unworthy, are often the very things that make us human. And when we share our stories, we discover something even more powerful. We're not alone. This is why community matters so much. When we surround ourselves with people who listen, who understand, who don't judge us for our scars, we begin to heal. We start to realize that shame doesn't have to define us, that we're more than our mistakes, that we're worthy of love even when we feel broken. I've been lucky to find that kind of community here with all of you. And my hope is that this podcast becomes a space where we can all feel seen, heard, and valued. A space where we can remind each other that it's okay to not be okay, and that our struggles don't make us any less deserving of kindness. Letting go of shame isn't something that happens overnight. It's a process, a journey. And it starts with a single choice to see yourself as worthy just as you are. That doesn't mean ignoring your flaws or pretending you're perfect. It means embracing your humanity. It means recognizing that you're doing the best you can, even when it feels like it's not enough. So today, I challenge you to take one step. Maybe it's sharing your story with someone you trust. Maybe it's writing a letter to your younger self, forgiving them for the things they didn't know. Or maybe it's just looking in the mirror and saying, I am enough, because you are. As we wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with this. Shame only has as much power as we give it. And the moment we decide to let it go, we take back control. We open the door to healing, to connection, to joy, and we remind ourselves that we're not alone on this journey. Thank you for being here, for listening, for sharing this space with me. Together, we're building a community of compassion and courage, and I can't wait to see where this journey takes us. Until next time, remember, you are worthy, you are loved, and you are enough.